we've got Madigan circle strafing around the group, essentially keeping an eye on everything.
We saw something weird. I gotta watch everything. Be aware.
The most casual circle strafe.
I forgot to ask or listen, both, if somebody picked up the doll.
I assume Taser did.
Oh, I would have.
Yeah, we could say Hank has it.
Okay, perfect. I wouldn't have.
Yeah, Madigan ain't touching that. Probably also is not going to tell anyone why she hates dolls so much. No one needs to know that story.
Are we just following the ley line?
Yeah, or if anyone wants to roll additional, investigate a mystery, talk about something, reach out to someone.
I want to investigate. Maybe.
Right.
What was it gonna do? I want to do that. So roll plus sharp.
Yeah, roll plus sharp.
9, 10. I only added 1. I get
Oh, it's
2.
a 10.
It's a 10.
You get 2 questions.
What was it gonna do?
So you're thinking about what happened. And you don't know why. You just feel like whatever caused this event to happen may not have been entirely intentional, or that may not have been, like, the thing that they were trying to do. They may have been trying to swap something around or transport something, but you just get the feeling that wasn't exactly... It didn't work out exactly like they were trying to have.
I'm going to say in the game that this is all like my thought process, and I'm just like recording it all down and just like, this is what I'm thinking, and stuff like that. So my train of thought going. So that's all recorded in my recorder.
It's probably a much more long-winded explanation than me stumbling over myself.
Mm-hmm. So what was it going to do? And what can hurt it? How can I stop this? Or make it go? What's its weak spot? Let's see.
Hey, Madigan, what? Not Madigan. I'm already confusing characters. Hey, Hank, how do you think magic works?
Well, let me just reposition myself to mansplain. I gotta spread for a second. So magic, like, it's probably a thing because I've seen some crazy stuff, man. And some people are just born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline, maybe it's not that sort of deal. I think I might have a touch because I can do some crazy shit, man. It's weird when I act all weird. People just sometimes leave me alone. I might have some magic in me, and that's pretty freaking cool. Now these chicks that I'm with, oh man, they got like the magics with a capital M and a capital A, capital G, I, capital C, and a capital S.
That's a lot of capitals.
I feel like this might also be just out loud. I mean, that's up to you, but that does kind of feel like that would be out loud.
It is. Let's see. I was gonna look at these. Hang on, let me look at these magics. So sometimes I can do things beyond human limitations. I can communicate with things sometimes if the luck is with me just right. So I know I've got something going on. It's just beyond the tip of my tongue.
So do you think it's innate, or do you think it's something like magic needs to have spells to work?
Innate.
I don't know how to answer that question, because you don't even know what it is yet.
Okay, can I ask a different question then?
Yeah.
since we can't really explain that question to Hank.
With the information you have, that question just has a giant question mark.
Okay. Question that's really on my mind. I'll accept that as an answer. Is how can we hurt it? That will be my continuing question throughout this quest with the Wonder Women, and me. No, the Amazonians and me. No, the Amazonians and Hank. No, the super awesome chicks with Hank. Yeah. And Log.
Yeah.
Didn't think you'd hear that.
I am very good hearing, Hank.
And I'm just like right here. Like seriously, just right here.
Awesome chicks and a dude. Too awesome. Sorry, is chicks offensive?
She's not a bird, and I'm not a bird, so.
Yeah, bird really is offensive unless you're in like the UK or something. No, me bird.
But no, I'm literally not a bird, and she is literally not a bird. We do not tweet. We do not. Well, she does not. I mean,
I don't fly. I don't have feathers.
there are no beaks, no feathers.
How about we do?
Let's focus on the matter at
She's
hand.
gonna hate me for this one. The luscious lovelies and Hank.
Oh no. Let's save the naming for another day.
You're right. Inappropriate timing. You're right.
And it's around this moment when, Taser, you get to a point where you notice, so you've been following the stream of magic and you notice it continues forward, but part of it branches off.
Okay, this isn't supposed to happen. It's branched off. This is like one goes one way, one goes another way, and we just came from that way, and that's not supposed to happen.
Can you just give me straight plus sharp roll? As you're trying to figure out why is this happening?
That is a 7.
You were tracing where the person went, and part of that was the magic from the doll where it came from. It looks like where the doll came from and where the person went were supposed to be exchanged didn't end up going to the same place. It's like something in the magic was misaligned. So one of these points to where the doll came from, the other one points to where the person went. You can't tell which one.
Can I ask a meta question?
You aren't sure which branch is which.
Of a meta question, is one of the branches stronger?
Can I use my olfactory smelling sense?
If someone would like to roll something, but just with that roll, since it was a partial success, you could figure out what was going on, but you aren't sure which one's which. At one end, you'll find whoever did this. At the other end, you'll find the person that went missing. You just don't know which way.
I rolled a 10.
Would this be considered a bad situation?
Potentially, and the questions fit. But were you rolling, Caitlin?
If I'm able to sniff out to see, because like we can smell the doll, so we'd be able to figure out where that came from. But if we sniffed it up the other direction, if I could figure out the other direction by knowing if the doll came from that way, so we go the other way.
I see what Angela's saying too. And if you don't mind, Angela, Hank would like to look for the read a bad situation. Is that where you were going with it?
Yeah, because I do have a thing for read a bad situation, but
Okay.
if Hank's got something, yeah, he can totally go with it.
I'll let Hank do his thing, and then I will get back to Madigan's sniffing, because that was a really good roll.
It was.
The only thing I can think of would be, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah, there's also a best way to protect the victims.
Yeah. I don't even know if there are victims yet, because these guys haven't entirely explained things to me.
You have, like, no idea what's going on. So, what was your roll?
That's a 12,
You get to ask 3 questions.
and one doesn't even have to be on the list.
On a 12 plus, you may ask the keeper any question you want about the situation, not just the listed ones. So you can make up a question.
So the first question is, are there any dangers we haven't noticed? I actually pull out the doll and I start talking to it. Hey man,
That's gonna look so weird to anyone passing by, because imagine you're like
I'm like crouched down on the ground, like on my haunches. I'm going like, hey, dude, this might be your natural habitat, okay? So
That's the weirdest thing that's gonna happen, because there's a chick with long black hair and a giant sword, and another one with bright purple hair and a giant yellow streak across her forehead.
some dude just talking to a doll.
crouched down like a little gremlin talking to a wooden doll.
Uh-huh.
I think he's lost it.
You're only now thinking that?
If you're able to back trace the source of whatever happened using this doll, it would make sense that whoever did the thing would also be able to trace the doll, and you still don't know what they were trying to do.
So I get as a Hank sense that this doll could be dangerous to us. Is that what you're meaning?
You carrying this around could help whoever's on the other side find you, and you don't know what they were trying to do.
Okay. So I only get one question that's not on the list?
So you can ask 3 questions on the list, but since you got a 12 plus, you can also just make up a question, ask any question that's not on the list.
What's the best way to protect the victim?
Yourselves or the person who disappeared?
I'm going to say the person who disappeared. I'm going to try and be brave.
Since you don't know why whoever did this did it, your best bet's probably to find them, so that they can also not do anything else, anything further. Still need to go find her, but if they have transported her once, they might be able to do it again.
Can I use this doll? Because I know something's up with it. Can I use this doll to track the victim?
You might be able to, yeah.
Okay.
Roll to use magic.
What do I roll? Plus
weird.
Yeah! I'm good at weird. How good am I? Too good at weird. That's a 13.
Oh, lovely number! Yay!
Describe what it looks like as you were attempting to use magic to use this doll to track the person who disappeared.
Got my tape recorder. Thinking through my thoughts. Okay, so you little fella came from back there. Now, Taser is tracking something, and Madigan is on the lookout. Ladies, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to try and open my third eye and, like see things that other people can't see except for maybe these two.
I'm just imagining him like drawing a circle on his forehead with his finger, just like trying to imagine an eyeball on his forehead.
Just using some obscure tricks you found somewhere on this like little website that no one has ever heard of that talks about some magical theory.
I use some charcoal, crush some up, and I draw a little. Okay, third eye, open.
Try to make a little eyeball on your head. You look constipated. as you're doing this, you're focusing. And then it just happens. You can see this person. You can see where they are. They're fine. They're confused. And you just know where they are.
Do I recognize them?
Because there was someone that was just walking around the shop.
Okay.
You just see this very confused looking person who looks vaguely familiar, holding shopping bags.
Okay.
And you just know how to get to them. You know how to find them.
Eureka moment incoming. Stand up. Eureka! There it was. And I bring this to the attention. Say, I'll take the lead, ladies.
They're that way.
They're that way.
Did you just do what
Yeah.
I did.
Both of you felt it.
Yeah, I think I did. I did some pretty cool stuff.
this changes things. Okay.
Yeah, also, Hank, you now understand a little bit more about magic.
Sweet beans. I think maybe a few steps closer to being a wizard now, huh? Not just a groupie. Maybe I'm a roadie?
I mean, street magicians. Ugh.
Just wait.
Nothing. Never mind. I'll tell you later. For now, we've got other concerns that we need to follow. I think
We need to go this way. Let's go this way. Foo, 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 foo. All the things in my pockets jingle jangle.
I will remind you, you had the thought that the best way to protect this person is by finding the person who did this.
Oh.
You now know where the missing person is.
Oops. We need to go the other way. You guys, I was wrong. We gotta find the person that did this. Thank you.
You got a little overexcited.
I roll them up, kind of like fold them up and stick them in my pocket. And I about face, and I start marching the other way.
the ley line goes that way.
What?
That way. The magic trail that goes to the.
Okay, let's go that way. We gotta find out who did this. Who did this in my town?
Oh no, not another one.
This town ain't big enough for them and I and you and we.
Yeah, Madigan, how are you reacting to this?
I can't pinch the bridge of my nose any harder. Oh, another normie.
Turn street magician.
We don't need another one of those.
Maybe not.
They're already all paranoid as it is.
Yeah, and now y'all are probably going to be stuck having to explain this, because Hank isn't gonna... Hank is only gonna want to get the answers from you.
We can't pawn them off or anything?
You gave me my start, man. I'm not gonna desert you now that I'm, big player.
Jackie's got her hands full.
Jackie's busy. Eris is also occupied, and we're not giving him to that Valentine guy. I mean, he's got a cosplay hero complex all his own. We're not giving him over to him.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, did you say cosplay?
Totally cosplay.
I don't recommend it. You'll get made fun of. Trust me. Don't do it.
Do you think I'd look cool with like a cape though?
No.
No. Oh, no. The capes are so 2 centuries ago. Don't do it.
In the words of an amazing Disney character, no capes.
Capes have never gone out of fashion, nor will they ever go out of fashion.
Capes have always been out of fashion.
There, but you're entitled to your own wrong opinion.
It's okay. You sucked into jet engines.
Jackie makes it cool, but also that's entirely glamour.
Okay, so we march along or travel along the other.
Following the other trail of magic.
Oh, hey, what are we doing with that 10 that I rolled?
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
Because Hank figured out which direction we were going, can I now use it to see if I can smell any mystical things maybe hiding around that might be just watching us?
Okay, so do you want to just roll that into a read a bad situation?
Sure.
So you get to hold 3.
My sharp is a +1, so 11. So I get.
You still get the hold 3. It's only on the 12 plus that you can make a question. That you can make up a question. That's still a good roll.
Yeah.
And I'll say we can also count this roll as you approach the destination.
That too. Okay, let's do that. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed as we walk up to wherever we're going?
Well, I kind of leave it up to y'all of what kind of place do you think this is? What do you think is at the other end of this trail? Like, what do you think it's like a house? Shed?
Know what kind of setting we're in? Are we in like a city setting?
That's a good question. I have not given this a location other than vaguely Queen City adjacent somewhat, because people...
I'd assume we're like in a city setting.
In the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, city setting.
So just like sidewalks and
a general
house
house that we come up to.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess like behind a Taco Bell or a Chipotle.
We don't have those here.
No. Well, I guess there's no real big loss. I mean,
you poor unfortunate soul.
We have Taco Times and Mucho Burritos.
Oh.
Taco time! Oh, I love Taco time.
So, you follow the trail to an alley behind a Taco Time. Because I guess where else do you do weird magic than in a back alley?
Is there a sense danger? There's a read a bad situation.
That would be any dangers we haven't noticed yet.
Oh, okay.
Which, right, again, as you're getting closer, you can almost smell the different magic. Someone's been messing around with something. And maybe not doing a super great job of it. You catch whiffs of some small explosion traps and possibly like a tripwire. They've all been magic, so that's how you're able to smell them and navigate around.
Yeah, I also have dang good eyesight.
Yeah.
I see pretty much everything. What is the biggest threat right now?
You can't see the figure yet. Because they are blocked by a dumpster. But there's like a door open casting light so you can see the shadow of something hunched over and it looks like it's casting something. Also, definitely not human.
Not surprising. There's a lot of weird things in this city.
It's smart enough and good enough at magic to set traps and be able to transport things. It may not have gotten exactly where it wanted it to go, but it did successfully transport a person in one piece. You have been listening to The Vanishing Hack, a graveyard tape side quest using the game Monster of the Week. The game is run and produced by Brianna Jean, featuring Rick the Whitebird as Hank, Angela Dumalog as Taser, and Caitlin Sennett as Madigan. Monster of the Week is a standalone action horror RPG for 3 to 5 people. You can hunt high school beasties a la Buffy the Vampire Slayer, travel the country to bring down unnatural creatures like Supernatural, or head up a government investigation like Mulder and Scully. It is a Powered by the Apocalypse game by Evil Hat Productions